you see families fighting over very little.
Nothing, so irrelevant.
Families fighting over irrelevant things.
You see cousins fighting. When you ask this one, why are you fighting with your cousin? They don't know. My mom and their mom are not talking. My dad and their dad are enemies. So that's why we are now enemies. And if care is not taken, it goes down to their own children again. So why is this going on? Because they lack love. A mom will do something. The other auntie will correct her. They are fighting. There is something like, oh, I'm sorry I did this. I didn't even know. Child, I'm sorry. And then they make up. No. They fight and it goes to husbands, from husbands to the children, from children to their children's children, and then it continues to go on and on and on. But because there is no love, most parents, most grandparents don't even know how to make peace in their own home. So you see homes scattering. You see siblings, 10 years they've not seen each other, they've not spoken on the phone. But this person is your brother, this person is your sister. No love. So I'm urging parents today, we can do better, we can change a lot of things. While you're training your children while you're teaching them how to eat, how to use cutleries, how to read, how to write, how to speak fluent English, while you're teaching them that, please, Biko, don't forget to also teach them how to love one another, how to be there for their siblings, regardless of what is happening. Because they say you can sweep with a bunch of broom, but not with one. Love is very important, and it might not look so important now that they are small. Wait till they grow. It's when they are grown, that's when you will understand the essence of love in a home. Because when you're fighting with your blood brother and two of you love your brother and he loves you in return, the fight no go pass one day. If you're sleeping, you're restless. Oh my, this is my brother, and I could not hear the bag go call him. And then that fight is automatically over.
True.
No matter what the problem is, you see the elder apologizing to the younger one because there is love. Nobody will be like, even though he's my younger brother, is he mad? Forget it now, I won't talk to you. No, nothing like that. Because life is too short.
True.
Life is too short for anybody not to want to make peace. And if you claim to know God, but you don't have love in your heart, you don't have the space to forgive, you don't have the need for peace, you don't know God. And the painful part of it is that it's more in the church. People carry church. People are playing God. People are playing Deputy Jesus. And I don't get it. People are so flawed, but they're still claiming God. You see, that's why we have a lot of painful, frustrated people on the media. You see somebody cursing you, you will die, your family will die, your children will die. Somebody that you do not know one-on-one. That is because you lack love inside of you. You don't know the meaning of love. You are even using God to quote. You see, that God you're calling, you don't know him. Because if you truly know God, you won't open your mouth and say vile things to somebody, to anybody for that matter. Me? No matter how much you hurt me, the last thing you hear from my mouth is curse. No, because I'm just human. Learn. Love is the most important thing in this world. Love. Love. Ifunanya. Love for one another. When you're moving, when you're walking on the road, you meet somebody that is hungry. If you have God in you, if you have love inside your heart, the next thing, your biggest instinct will be to feed this person, unless you don't have it. But once you do have it, that will be the next thing on your mind, if you have love in your heart. People say that I've been so nice, I've been giving, I've been a giver, but they take it for granted. They always pay me back with evil. It's not an excuse for you to stop loving, because you are also flawed and God still loves you. You're still a sinner, but you still have, because God is still blessing you. So as long as that is happening in your life, as long as you still have this air you breathe, because life is borrowed.
True.
None of us knows who will be here tomorrow.
We
So
don't
we don't own it. It's borrowed. Tomorrow is not promised.
Life is temporary. Life is temporary. Before you know it, everybody is gone.
We're gone.
No matter how rich you are, no matter how educated you are, no matter what you have, no matter the fame, we are all going to die. That's
It's just a matter of time.
Just a matter of time.
But what did you do with that little time that you were given? What did you do with it? Did you distribute more hatred into the world? Did you gather more congregation to hate more? Did you destroy more, or did you save more? But that is left for God to judge. My own is to talk my own, which is love. Even when it's difficult, still love. Even when it seems almost impossible for you to love this person, still love. Because even in our own misery, in our own sins, God still loves us.
Yes.
So because of that, you must love.
Let's spread love. Let's spread love. I like that. Let us continue to spread love. A lot of people go to church and then, they're very comfortable. They have a lot of money. They are in their cars, beautiful cars. And once the service is ending, they are
going home,
walking away immediately, or just driving off in their cars.
Seeing their church people
seeing church members who are trekking, seeing church members that once you look at them, you know that these people are not.
Money.
They need money.
They need food.
All right, they need help. Seeing church members a little bit. Seeing church members that once you look at them, you know that these people are not comfortable. Or you see the ones at the gates who are begging, and you just ignore them and drive away in your beautiful cars. It shouldn't be. It shouldn't be. And then we come out and we say, yes, we are Christians, we do this, we do that. Let's always remember to give a helping hand to others. Let's always remember to support other people. Let's show love. Okay, most times the church, I'm not saying don't contribute money to the church. Of course, the church needs money. But most times the church that you are giving so much money to, they already have a lot of money.
Yeah.
They already have people who are
just
going to
need
help
much
them.
more.
You know, they already have so much. What about that person that's beside you? And sometimes those ones who sit at the back. Because, you know, a lot of times the people who sit in front are those who are very rich. What of those ones who sit at the back? What of those church members who are outside, you know, who don't even, because of the kind of clothes that they are putting on, they feel so embarrassed coming inside? What of those ones at the gates? What of the ushers? Let us spread love. In a life that is already very short. Life is short. You know, life is short. Before you know what's happening, it's all over. Yeah. All right, none of us will be here forever. So let us continue to spread love. The most important teaching of God is love.
Like you see, somebody, I'm not saying if you have money that you must bring it out. No, that's not what I'm saying. Your money is your money. You have your right
of course
to use, to eat it, to spend it however you wish. But what I'm saying is, how do you have billions in your bank account and your neighbors, people around you are suffering and you're okay? In fact, I feel like the world is the way it is today because people lack love. Because I believe the money in Nigeria right now, currently, can actually go round. But because if they one or two persons' accounts and they are not ready to release it, so because of that, people are dying of hunger. People can't even afford bread. They say Indomie generation cannot afford Indomie again. It's painful. And all these things, it can only happen because we do not have love. You hear something about somebody on social media, and then your next instinct is, "Hey, make I go give this person," because a blogger was busy gingering hatred on net, telling people, "Yeah, go and give this person, go and mass post this person," and you, child of God, want to. It feels like I'll go do amo. I'll show these people the stuff I am made of. And the next thing we know, wow, you're on the person's page. Whether you know this person or not, whether you can verify what you heard or not, the next thing is bas bus. You're cursing, you're insulting, the person will not do you anything, the person that you do not know, you're cursing, constantly cursing. You lack love. You lack love inside your heart. You lack love. And if you do not know God, that is when you do not know love. A lot of people today, they claim to love God, they claim to go to church, they are Christians, but the truth of the matter is that they do not know God. And that is why they lack a lot of love in their hearts. So I'm here today to beg, as much as you can, allow love to lead. How do you do that? First of all, you have to get rid of anger, because darkness and light cannot dwell. Darkness and light cannot stay in one room. For darkness to come, light has to go. And for light to come in, darkness must leave.
Of course.
Both of them cannot coexist. So what do? In order for love, in order for God to dwell in you, and for you to have that love we're talking about, you must let go of anger. How do you do that? First of all, tell yourself, whatever it is that is making me angry, whatever it is that this person did or that person did, I choose to forgive. Because forgiveness is not about the person you're forgiving, it's actually about you that is forgiving the person. I choose to forgive so that I will be engulfed with love.
Exactly.
Because love is God. God is love.
And God is love.